A credit card is a payment card that allows cardholders to borrow money up to a certain limit in order to make purchases or withdraw cash. Credit cards are issued by financial institutions such as banks or credit unions and can be used to make purchases at merchants that accept credit card payments. The cardholder is responsible for paying back the money they borrowed, plus any interest or fees that apply. There are several reasons why someone might get a credit card. First, building credit. Using a credit card responsibly and making timely payments can help establish a positive credit history, which can make it easier to get approved for loans or other credit in the future. Second, convenience. Credit cards can be used to make purchases online or in person, and can be a quick and easy way to pay for goods and services. Third, rewards. Many credit cards offer rewards, such as cashback or points for using the card to make purchases. Fourth, emergencies. Having a credit card can provide a safety net for unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or car repairs. Fifth, travel. Some credit cards offer travel benefits such as lounge access, priority boarding, and free checked bags. Sixth, rental car insurance. Some credit cards offer rental car insurance coverage when renting a car. It is important to note that credit cards can come with interest and fees. Before getting a credit card, it's important to know what these costs are and to use it in a responsible way. Choosing a bad credit card can be a mistake that could haunt you for years. And with so much complicated information out there, it is easy to understand why you might feel ready for your first credit card. Having a great credit card can have a ton of benefits, such as the ability to build your credit score, protection against fraud, and rewards like cashbacks and miles. In this video, we are going to go over all the things you need to know about getting a credit card and feel confident in making the right decision. So let's get started. With a credit card, you can borrow money from the bank and make purchases on credit. Actually, nothing is being deducted from your bank account. The bank that issued you the card is making the purchase on your behalf and counting on you to make a repayment at the end of the month. For this reason, the bank considers your income and credit rating before approving you for a credit card, since they want to feel confident that they are going to be repaid for all the money they lend you. If you do not pay them back what you owe them, you will be charged a ridiculous interest rate, which is the last thing you want. When you are actually looking for a credit card offer, there are only 5 things you need to look at. First, annual fees. Some credit card companies charge their customers yearly fees that are called annual fees. These fees can vary depending on the type of card and the issuer. Some credit cards, such as basic or secured cards, may not have annual fees, while others, such as premium or rewards cards, may have fees that range from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars per year. Some credit card issuers may waive the annual fee for the first year or for certain groups of cardholders, such as students or military personnel. It is important to review the terms and fees of a credit card before applying for it to understand the costs associated with it. To keep your credit card open, many cards will charge you an annual fee. For one simple reason, we strongly advise against getting an annual fee credit card as your first credit card. Your first credit card will have the biggest impact on your credit score. And if you choose a credit card with an annual fee, you might not want it anymore. You are given the choice to either close the card, which will hurt your credit score, or you will end up continuing to pay for a card you don't want anymore just to maintain your credit score. Second, annual percentage rate. The next thing to look out for is your card's annual percentage rate. This is the interest rate you pay on the money you borrowed if you don't pay off your credit card in full every month. This rate is technically given as a range because it is based on your credit score. and you won't find out your exact percentage until you get approved. Technically, this rate doesn't matter that much because if you're paying your card off in full every month, you won't get charged with interest. But we still think it is important to understand the cost of not paying off your card. Here are the pros. They provide a standardized way for consumers to compare the cost of borrowing from different lenders. They take into account not only the interest rate, but also the other costs associated with the loan, such as the origination of fees and prepayment penalties, making borrowers understand the total cost of the loan. And the cons are, they can be confusing for some borrowers, especially those who are unfamiliar with financial jargons. They do not always accurately reflect the true cost of borrowing, as they do not take into account the borrower's creditworthiness or the length of the loan. They can be higher for borrowers with lower credit scores, making it more expensive for these borrowers to access credit. Annual percentage rates are important because they provide a standardized way for consumers to compare the cost of borrowing from different lenders. This gives borrowers the information they need to choose a loan that will meet their needs at the lowest cost. APR also helps borrowers figure out how much the loan will cost in total, including the interest rate and any other fees like origination fees or penalties for paying off the loan early. By providing this information, the APR makes it easier for borrowers to make informed decisions about how much they can afford to borrow and how much they will have to pay back. APR also helps regulators and lawmakers monitor and regulate the lending industry. APR is important to ensure fair lending practices and prevent usurious lending. Third, foreign transaction fees. Go see if there are any foreign transaction fees associated with your credit card. If you use your credit or debit card outside of the country, you will be charged an additional fee. For some of you, this may seem like a huge deal, and for others, it may not matter at all. This will depend on your lifestyle and how often you plan to travel to other countries. Foreign transaction fees on a credit card are typically a percentage of the amount of each transaction made in a foreign currency. These fees can vary depending on the card issuer and the type of card, but they typically range from 1 to 3% of the transaction amount. Some credit cards, such as those that are specifically designed for travel or international use, do not have foreign transaction fees. It's important to check the terms and fees of a credit card before using it for foreign transactions. There is a lot of information about foreign transaction fees on credit cards. Here are a few more considerations. Some credit card issuers also charged a currency conversion fee in addition to a foreign transaction fee. This fee is typically a percentage of the transaction amount and is used to convert the foreign currency into the cardholder's domestic currency. Some credit cards offer waived foreign transaction fees for certain types of transactions, such as online purchases, or if the card is issued for a specific card or region. Some credit cards also give rewards or points for purchases made in other countries, which can be used to pay for the foreign transaction fee. Some debit cards charge foreign transaction fees, so check the terms and conditions of your debit card before traveling. To avoid foreign transaction fees, it is recommended to use a card that doesn't charge this fee, or to use a card that doesn't waive a fee for certain types of transactions. It is also recommended to check if the card has a competitive currency conversion rate. Some credit cards also come with travel benefits, such as travel insurance, emergency assistance, and concierge service, so it is worth checking if the card offers those benefits. Fourth, credit card rewards. Credit card rewards are perks that companies give to customers to get them to use their cards. These rewards can take many forms, such as cashback, points, or miles, and can be earned through various types of purchases or actions, such as using the card to make a purchase, paying bills on time, or referring friends to the card. Rewards can be exchanged for a wide range of things like travel, merchandise, or credits on your account. Some rewards credit cards have an annual fee, while others don't. Before you apply for a credit card, you should read the terms and conditions and compare it to other cards to make sure that the rewards and benefits fit with how you spend money. There are several types of credit card rewards, including: first, cashback. This type of reward allows cardholders to earn a percentage of cashback on their purchases. You can put the cashback on your statement, put it in your bank account, or use it to buy gift cards. Second, points. Credit cards that offer points rewards allow cardholders to earn points for each purchase they make. These points can be redeemed for travel, merchandise, or statement credit. Third, miles. These types of rewards are offered by travel credit cards and allow cardholders to earn miles for each purchase they make. These miles can be redeemed for flights, hotel stays, or car rentals. Fourth, sign-up bonus. Some credit cards offer sign-up bonuses for new cardholders. These bonuses can be in the form of a cashback, points, or miles, and can be earned by meeting a minimum spending requirement within a certain period of time. Fifth, category bonuses. Some credit cards offer additional rewards for purchases made in specific categories, such as gas, groceries, or dining. Sixth, no annual free credit cards. Some credit cards do not have an annual fee and offer rewards and cashback. Not all credit cards have rewards, but for those that do, there are generally two types of rewards that you will see. The first is points or cashback that you get back for spending money. The second type of reward is sign-up bonus, which is usually a cash bonus that you will get for spending a certain dollar amount on your card in the first few months. Fifth, credit card issuer. This isn't something that most people talk about when looking at credit card offers, but it can make or break your experience. We can break this down in 3 tiers. Tier 1 banks offer some of the best credit cards. Tier 2 banks are somewhat in the middle. Tier 3 banks are banks that you should generally stay away from. Discover, American Express, and Chase are included in the A tier. Discover and American Express are always far ahead of the competition when it comes to giving great customer service and offering great credit card options. Chase may not have the best customer service, but we believe their selection of credit cards is so strong that they merit being in the A tier. We have a lot of bank options in the B tier because they are not the best or most exceptional, but they are also not the worst either. You'll be fine when it comes to getting a credit card from these banks, but don't expect them to help you in a time of need. Lastly, the C tier has banks that you need to avoid at all costs. These banks score poorly on customer service, and they also make a lot of money by charging you fees that you wouldn't expect at all. Be careful, one issuer we are aware. Credit One uses a similar name and logo to Capital One. This has led people to believe that they are from the same company when they are not. Now that you have found a credit card company that you like, you are now ready for the application process. Applying for a credit card can be a nerve-wracking experience since there is no guarantee that you will be approved. In fact, if you have a weak credit score or no credit history at all, it is more likely that you will get denied for most credit cards you apply for. This can happen to anyone, especially when applying for their first credit card without knowing anything at all. This kind of leads to the obvious question of how are you supposed to get it when it needs a credit score and you need a credit card to get your credit score? Thankfully, there's a simple solution to that. If you don't have a good credit score, you'll need to find a credit card designed specifically for people in your situation. Typically, this means getting either a student credit card or a secured credit card. We can go for a more in-depth tutorial in this credit card recommendation video, but generally, you should go for these two terms depending on whether you are a student or not. The application process is simple, and there will be an Apply Now button somewhere on the page. If you click on it, it will take you to a form where you can fill out some basic information about yourself. After you submit your application, you might get instantly approved, but oftentimes you'll have to wait a week or two for them to send you mail that tells you that you are approved and gives you your card through the mail, or that tells you that you have been denied. The letter you received in the mail will tell you your annual percentage rate and your credit limit, which is how much you can spend on the card every month. There's usually an activation process for setting up your card. At this point, you want to link your bank account so that will automatically pay for the full statement balance every month. As long as you are automatically paying the full payment every month, you'll never get charged with interest or fees for being late on your payment. You will also learn about your billing cycle, and that can get complicated. To find out the best way to pay your credit card, check out our video all about credit card payments. Last but not the least, it's not the end of the world if you apply for a credit card and get rejected. People are routinely denied access, and it is never a personal matter. The decision regarding your situation belongs to the bank. You have a wide range of options to choose from. You now have all the information you need to apply for your first credit card. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below and tell me what you want to learn more about. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more of our content.